Alright, today we have a different type of video going on today. It's been a huge issue in Valorant, as a lot of you Valorant players can understand and definitely agree with the fact that Neon is absolutely broken. The second that they added fully accurate while sliding on the first bullet, that literally changed the entire game. The amount of players that switched to Neon is just, it's insane. But at the end of this video, I want to make sure you drop a comment and let me know if you genuinely believe that Neon is broken as well. Pretty much what this video is going to consist of is a bunch of Valorant clips of Neon just pretty much doing things that you're not supposed to be able to do in a tactical FPS game. You can see for yourself and experience for yourself if you play Valorant. Someone who knows how to play Neon is almost unbearable to play against. It's almost to the point where you can't even hit a Neon when he's doing specific movements. Like it's hard to track a Neon who's moving so erratically. I've seen a lot of professional players sit there and say that Neon should be removed from the game, and I'm definitely not opposed to removing Neon from the game, but I also think that you can just remove the patch of where she was fully accurate when sliding, and I think you'll see a lot less Neon players. But overall, I just wanted to come on here and ask you if you genuinely believe that Neon is broken and should be removed from the game and or should be nerfed. You'll even notice, like in this clip right above here, it's Asu, which is a very known streamer and a very good player in any game he touches, and it's still even hard for him to track something like that because it's just not supposed to be in the game.
What game am I playing?
Valorant was made as a game with precise gunplay, boots on the ground, need to know mechanics like counter-strafing and stuff like that. But Neon completely changed that. Neon made Valorant some movement game rather than a precise gunplay game. The fact that you're able to slide and be accurate while shooting is just not precise gunplay. It's not. That's something you'd see in Call of Duty or Apex, not in a precision-based shooter like Valorant or Counter-Strike, for instance. Here's a clip of my own where I got an ace, but I almost didn't get the ace because Neon's movement is so hard to track. I mean, you saw it yourself in the clip. A Neon moving like that is really hard to track, and not only is it hard, it's also just really annoying to deal with. That's like the last thing you want to deal with is a player moving like that in a game that you're not expecting movement like that. I mean, let's just use this clip from Temet on Icebox, for example. Being able to do something like this in a quote-unquote precise gunplay tactical FPS shooter just should never occur in the first place. I think it's one of the most outrageous concepts to add to a tactical FPS. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Valorant players would agree with me, but I want to know if you agree with me. So make sure to let me know down in the comments if you agree with the fact that Neon being able to move like this in a game like this should just never occur. We'll use this clip from Temet, for example, another Icebox clip where it's basically Neon's playground at this point. The fact that you're able to move at this speed, get different verticalities due to the speed, and be able to hit clips like this in general is just insane. It should never be a thing. Most of the Valorant clips in the community are all really nice flicks or really good spray transfers, but instead, he basically turned this game into a movement game. Now I'm going to show you a clip of TenZ himself, the face of Valorant, one of the most profound names in all of FPS communities. This guy is using Neon and abusing the Neon Bucky meta. And the fact that a professional player of TenZ's skill is going to use this over his own mechanics, his own game sense, everything else, it shows you something. It shows you that this is absolutely broken and should not be in the game. And he says himself in the clip, it's broken.
This character is fucking stupid.
And Neon actually broke.
Yeah, no, this is wild.
If the face of your game is saying something like this and you don't do anything about it, what does that show your community? It shows that you don't care. It really doesn't come down to anything different. If one of the best players to touch the game says something is broken, I think you should take a little bit of consideration and maybe alter something in that character. I mean, there's just no possible way I'm the only person who thinks that Neon is absolutely broken. I've heard it numerous times, I'm sure you've heard it, I'm sure you've said it yourself if you play the game. But this shit should never be in the game. I know I've said that 50 times and I'll say it 50 more. Let's use Neon's broken abilities in pro play, for example. In this clip you see Jogamo, a very great player. He won 2023 VCT champions. He wasn't even able to track a fully moving Neon. Now I know it's Oxy, and Oxy is one of the greatest players to touch the game, but at the same time, even the top of the top are struggling with Neon's movement and the ability to track it. I'm just going to show you guys a couple more clips before I end this video, but I genuinely want to know your personal beliefs and your opinions on Neon itself and the current state of Neon in the game. What do you think they could do to change Neon? Do you think it'd be better if they just nerfed Neon to the ground? Or do you even think that the game would be better if Neon wasn't in it? However you feel, I want to make sure you let me know that down in the comments below. My personal belief is I think Neon is okay to stay in the game, but I think at the same time, nerf her to the ground. One thing that I 1000% believe is that I don't think that you should get more of your sprint bar back after you get an elimination. I think that should have never been a thing in the game, and I think that the duration of the ult should be faster so that it doesn't last a whole entire round if you get a kill or two. Because at this point in the clip, you can see that he's all the way across the map and he still has a sprint bar, and he gets a kill, and now he has 100% back of his sprint bar. I think that's just insane.
I hope they remove her legs.
That's pretty much all I got for you guys today. If you want to see a different agent type of video like this, make sure to let me know down in the comments. If you want to see a pros or streamers reacts to Neon, make sure to let me know that as well. Other than that, I've been Chris the Cookie, otherwise known as CG Cac. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Peace, peace.